Have you ever felt undervalued, overlooked, or dismissed in your daily life? Do you long for the kind of respect and appreciation that makes your presence impossible to ignore? If so, you are not alone. In a world filled with distractions, social pressures, and constant comparisons, many struggle to find the recognition they deserve. But there is a way forward, a path carved out by some of the greatest minds in history. The teachings of Stoicism offer profound lessons that not only transform how others perceive you, but also how you perceive yourself. This is not merely about commanding attention or demanding respect. It is about cultivating an enduring presence built on a foundation of virtuous principles and inner strength. In today's video, we will explore 10 time-tested strategies inspired by Stoicism, designed to help you earn the respect and admiration you've always desired. These strategies are not quick fixes. They are practices that will change your life from the inside out. Stay with us to the end, as each strategy is interconnected and serves as a building block toward creating a more impactful life. By fully committing to these teachings, you will not only change your relationship with others, but also come to realize the true potential that lies within. Now, let's begin with the first strategy: taking care of yourself. Strategy 1. Embrace authenticity. Authenticity is the foundation of true value. To be authentic is to be true to oneself in thought, word, and deed. It is about living life in accordance with your values and not bending to the expectations of others. Authenticity is not just a social strategy. It is a way of life that brings a sense of fulfillment and contentment. When you dare to live authentically, you attract respect naturally, for people are drawn to those who are unapologetically themselves. Marcus Aurelius, a prominent figure in Stoicism, wrote extensively about living in accordance with one's nature. He posed the question, what is your true self, and are you living in alignment with it? The quest for authenticity begins with understanding what drives you, what you hold dear, and what you are willing to stand for. Reflect on this. Are you living for yourself, or are you living for the approval of others? When you embrace authenticity, you face the risk of rejection. There will be those who do not understand your choices, who may even criticize your path. But in the words of Epictetus, if you wish to be a writer, write. This is not merely about writing, it is a call to action. If you wish to live a certain way, then live it. The cost of authenticity may be high, but the reward is immeasurable, the freedom of living life true to who you are. The power of living true to yourself. Authenticity means expressing yourself fully, not withholding your unique perspective or conforming to what is expected. Consider the story of Patrick, a graphic designer who, for years, produced work that catered to market demands rather than his own creative spirit. Though financially successful, he felt an emptiness that grew each day. One day, he resolved to follow his artistic instincts, focusing on projects that resonated with his true self. The results were surprising. His work, once considered conventional, now received acclaim for its originality and depth. Patrick found that his authenticity did not isolate him, it elevated him. This example raises an important question. How many of us are living out of alignment with our true selves, afraid to embrace the very qualities that make us unique? By daring to live authentically, we not only attract the right people into our lives, but also create deeper, more meaningful connections. Questions to reflect upon. Do you regularly make choices based on your values, or do you find yourself swayed by the expectations of others? What aspects of your life do you feel are most out of alignment with your true nature? How would living more authentically change your relationships, career, and inner peace? Cultivating authenticity as a Stoic practice. Authenticity in Stoicism is not about being stubbornly attached to one's current state, but involves continuous self-improvement. The Stoic mindset encourages us to refine our character, eliminate false pretenses, and express our true nature. By stripping away superficialities, you reveal the core of who you are. Ask yourself, are there parts of your character that you are neglecting? Do you suppress certain aspects of your personality to fit in? As you cultivate authenticity, remember that it is not about proving anything to others. Instead, it is about being true to your own nature, finding peace in the expression of who you are. In this practice, you will find that the right people will be drawn to you naturally, and those who do not resonate with your authenticity will fade away. This natural selection brings clarity and simplicity to your life. Embrace authenticity fully and let it guide you as we continue to explore other strategies that will amplify your value. Strategy 2. Valuing your time. Time is our most precious asset. Time, once spent, cannot be reclaimed. This reality makes it our most valuable resource. In Stoicism, there is a constant reminder of our mortality, and this awareness should prompt us to make the most of the time we have. But do you treat your time with the respect it deserves? Are you investing it in activities that bring true value to your life? Or do you find yourself wasting precious moments on trivial pursuits? Imagine if you could master the art of time management to such an extent that others seek to learn from you. The Stoic philosopher Seneca reminded us, "It is not that we have a short time to live, but that we waste a lot of it." When you treat time as the valuable asset it is, you naturally prioritize activities that matter, and this disciplined approach to time elevates your presence in the eyes of others. Mastering your time to command. Respect. To command respect, one must first respect oneself. How you allocate your time reflects your self-respect. If you allow others to encroach upon your time without discernment, you undervalue yourself. Think of your time as a currency, one that you must invest wisely. How often do you say yes to things that do not serve your long-term goals? When you learn to say no to unworthy demands, you create space for what truly matters. Reflect on this scenario. You are presented with an opportunity to attend a social event, but you have a personal project that you are passionate about. What do you choose? A Stoic would ask, what will this decision bring to my life? Will this activity contribute to my growth or lead me astray? Practical tips for valuing your time. Set clear priorities. Identify what is most important in your life. What brings you closer to your ideal self? Structure your day around these priorities. Guard against distractions. The modern world is filled with distractions. Social media, endless news feeds, and notifications can easily steal hours from your day. Practice digital minimalism and be intentional about the information you consume. Create time blocks. Dedicate specific blocks of time to different activities, such as work, exercise, meditation, and leisure. This helps you maintain a balanced and productive lifestyle. Questions to reflect upon. Are you consciously choosing how to spend your time, or are you reacting to the demands of others? How much of your daily routine aligns with your long-term goals? What activities could you eliminate to make more time for what truly matters? Applying Stoicism to time management. In Stoicism, there is an emphasis on understanding what is within your control and what is not. Time, while precious, cannot be stretched or expanded. What you can control, however, is how you use it. By focusing on what is within your power, you free yourself from the anxiety of trying to do too much. The wise management of time is a reflection of self-discipline, a core Stoic virtue. As you begin to implement changes to your time management, you will notice a shift not only in how you perceive yourself, but also in how others perceive you. When you prioritize your time, people respect the boundaries you set, and you become a model of discipline. Those around you will recognize your time as valuable and will, in turn, value you. Let us carry this principle forward as we continue to explore other strategies that will help you build an undeniable presence. Strategy 3. Foster resilience and endurance. Resilience is the backbone of strength. In life, we will inevitably face challenges, setbacks, and adversities. It is not these external events that define us, but how we respond to them. Resilience, in the Stoic sense, is about accepting what lies beyond our control and focusing our efforts on what we can change. It is about enduring hardship with grace and using every difficulty as an opportunity for growth. The Stoics often ask themselves, "What is within my control?" In any challenging situation, you must distinguish between what you can influence and what is outside your reach. Are you allowing things beyond your control to dominate your emotions, or are you directing your energy toward what you can manage? Imagine standing in the midst of a storm, with winds that could knock you down. The storm represents life's adversities, and the challenge is to remain standing, to persist. The Stoic path teaches us to become that unshakable rock in the storm. But how do we foster such resilience? Building resilience through Stoicism. Stoicism encourages us to view obstacles not as burdens, but as tools for self-improvement. The Roman Emperor Marcus Aurelius once wrote, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." This idea is not about blind optimism, but about cultivating a mindset that sees potential in every difficulty. When faced with an obstacle, ask yourself, what can I learn from this? How can this experience make me stronger? One practice used by the Stoics is voluntary hardship. It involves deliberately exposing oneself to discomfort in order to build resilience. This could be fasting for a day, taking cold showers, or even challenging yourself to avoid complaining for a week. Such exercises strengthen your mental fortitude and prepare you for the inevitable difficulties that life may throw your way. Resilience as a reflection of character. To foster resilience is to refine your character. Think about the most resilient people you know. What do they have in common? They likely possess a calm demeanor, a determination to continue despite setbacks, and a refusal to allow external circumstances to dictate their mood. This is a cultivated trait, one that can be built over time through conscious effort. Reflect on past challenges you have faced. Did they break you, or did they contribute to your growth? How did you emerge on the other side? The beauty of adversity is that it reveals who we truly are. Are you willing to face your hardships with a Stoic mindset, seeing each struggle as a stepping stone towards becoming a stronger person? Questions to reflect upon. When you encounter a difficult situation, what is your immediate reaction? Is it constructive, or does it drain your energy? How often do you perceive challenges as opportunities rather than setbacks? What are some ways you can practice voluntary hardship to strengthen your resilience? The practice of endurance in daily life. Stoicism does not advocate for the suppression of emotions, but rather for their regulation. It teaches us to accept our feelings, understand their source, and choose our response. When facing a hardship, it is natural to feel frustration or despair. However, the Stoic chooses not to dwell on these emotions. Instead, they turn inward and focus on enduring the trial with dignity. Endurance can be cultivated in small daily acts. It may be as simple as holding back a complaint when things go wrong, or pushing through an exercise routine when your body feels tired. These small acts of discipline build the habit of endurance, preparing you for larger challenges. Resilience and the respect of others. When you exhibit resilience, others naturally respect you. They see someone who is not swayed by the winds of circumstance, but who stands firm and confronts life head-on. This quality draws people toward you, for they admire not just your strength, but your courage to endure. Let us continue this journey with the next strategy that will further enhance your value and presence. Strategy 4. Practice discretion. There is power in restraint. In an age where oversharing is commonplace, the art of discretion is often overlooked. Social media encourages us to broadcast our lives, from mundane details to significant achievements. But consider this: what does revealing every aspect of your life truly accomplish? Is it wise to lay your life bare for all to see, or is there value in keeping certain things private? Practicing discretion does not mean hiding who you are. Instead, it is about being selective in what you share and with whom you share it. The Stoics valued moderation in all things, including speech. They understood that our words and actions should be measured, purposeful, and appropriate to the situation. Are you mindful of the information you disclose, or do you find yourself divulging more than necessary? The benefits of practicing discretion. Discretion builds trust. When others know that you do not freely divulge every detail of your life, they come to respect your judgment. People are drawn to those who speak thoughtfully and refrain from unnecessary chatter. In Stoicism, this practice aligns with the virtue of temperance, exercising self-control and restraint in all aspects of life. Moreover, discretion protects you from unwarranted risks. When you share personal details too freely, you expose yourself to potential judgment or manipulation. A wise person considers the impact of their words, much like a chess player anticipates their moves. Each piece of information you share has the potential to shape others' perceptions of you. Are you using this power wisely? Practical ways to implement discretion. Think before you speak. Before sharing any information, pause and ask yourself, is this necessary? Will it benefit the person I am speaking to, or is it merely an impulse to speak? Choose your audience carefully. Not everyone needs to know everything about you. Selectively share aspects of your life with trusted individuals who have earned your confidence. Guard your social media presence. Practice restraint in what you post online. Consider whether your digital footprint reflects the person you aspire to be. Questions to reflect upon. Do you often regret sharing certain details of your life? If so, what might have been the outcome if you had practiced discretion? How do you determine what is appropriate to share and what is better left unspoken? In what ways can discretion improve your relationships and build respect? Discretion as a Stoic virtue. The Stoic philosophers taught that restraint in speech is as crucial as restraint in action. This principle does not advocate for silence, but for meaningful conversation. It is about choosing words that are beneficial and avoiding those that are frivolous. When you speak with discretion, you add weight to your words, making others more inclined to listen. There is an old saying, "Still waters run deep." This phrase captures the essence of a person who practices discretion. Such an individual does not feel the need to speak at every opportunity, but listens, reflects, and only contributes when they have something valuable to offer. This approach is not only wise, but also positions you as someone worth paying attention to. The impact of discretion on your personal image. Practicing discretion enhances your personal image. People come to view you as someone who is measured, thoughtful, and trustworthy. They respect you for your ability to maintain boundaries and for your wisdom in choosing what to share. This respect is not forced. It is earned through the consistent practice of discretion. As we move forward, we shall explore how active listening, another important aspect of Stoic philosophy, plays a vital role in how you are valued by others. Strategy 5. Active listening. Listening is the silent art of connection. In a world where speaking is often considered more important than listening, we can easily overlook the immense power that comes from truly understanding others. The ability to listen deeply and with intent is not just a communication skill, it is a reflection of one's character. When we practice active listening, we demonstrate humility, self-control, and genuine interest in those we engage with. In the Stoic tradition, This approach aligns with the principle of empathy and recognizing the common humanity we share with others. Consider this. How often do we find ourselves listening merely to respond rather than to understand? The Stoic philosopher Epictetus taught that we have 2 ears and 1 mouth, so that we might listen twice as much as we speak. This wisdom reminds us that listening is not just about passively absorbing information. It is about actively engaging with the other person's thoughts, emotions, and perspectives. Are you listening to understand or merely waiting for your turn to speak? The power of truly being present. When you practice active listening, you offer others a profound gift, your presence. In today's society, distractions are abundant, with notifications and interruptions vying for our attention. But what if, in every conversation, you chose to be fully present? Imagine how this simple act could transform your relationships, build trust, and foster deeper connections. When people feel heard, they feel valued. To apply this in daily life, consider an example. You are having a conversation with a friend who is sharing a personal struggle. Instead of offering immediate advice or shifting the topic, pause, listen to their words, observe their body language, and allow moments of silence to encourage further sharing. You may be surprised at how much more you understand when you listen without an agenda. Practical steps to cultivate active listening practice. Full attention. When in a conversation, put away distractions such as your phone or computer. Maintain eye contact and show that you are engaged not only through words, but also through your body language. Acknowledge what is being said. Reflect on the speaker's words by summarizing or paraphrasing what they've said. This shows that you are not just hearing, but comprehending their message. Avoid interrupting. Allow the speaker to complete their thoughts before responding. Interruptions often disrupt the flow of communication and can make the other person feel disrespected. Ask open-ended questions. Show genuine interest by asking questions that encourage the speaker to elaborate on their thoughts. For instance, how did that make you feel? Or, what do you think might be the best way forward? Questions to reflect upon. When was the last time you felt truly listened to? How did it affect your perception of the person who listened? Are there times when you catch yourself not fully paying attention during conversations? What distractions can you eliminate to be more present? How would your relationships change if you committed to practicing active listening consistently? Active listening as a practice of Stoicism. In Stoicism, there is a continuous emphasis on the development of self-awareness and empathy. Active listening fosters these qualities by allowing us to better understand the experiences of others. It teaches us to see beyond ourselves and appreciate the perspectives that differ from our own. This humility not only enriches our understanding of the world, but also nurtures the virtue of compassion. By listening with intent, you practice the Stoic art of understanding not only others, but yourself. Each conversation becomes a mirror reflecting your own thoughts, biases, and emotional responses. The act of listening transforms from a simple exchange of information to an opportunity for self-exploration and growth. Earning respect. Through listening, people are naturally drawn to those who make them feel understood. When you cultivate the skill of active listening, you position yourself as a person of wisdom and empathy. Others will seek your company not just because of what you can say, but because of the peace and attention you offer in your presence. This is not just a social tactic. It is a way of living that aligns with the Stoic principle of valuing each moment and each person you encounter. Let us continue on to the next strategy, which will further enhance your relationships and personal growth. Strategy 6. Embrace lifelong learning. Knowledge is a continuous journey. Learning does not end with formal education. For the Stoics, the pursuit of wisdom was a lifelong endeavor, an endless process of self-improvement and exploration. As Seneca wisely said, "As long as you live, keep learning how to live." This is not just advice. It is a guiding principle for leading a meaningful and fulfilling life. By embracing lifelong learning, we cultivate a mindset that seeks growth, adapts to change, and continuously strives to become better than we were yesterday. The concept of lifelong learning is not limited to academic pursuits. It encompasses all forms of growth, intellectual, emotional, and spiritual. Are you actively seeking to expand your understanding of the world, or do you find yourself stuck in the comfort of what you already know? To grow, we must be willing to step outside our comfort zones and challenge our existing beliefs. The role of lifelong learning in personal development. Learning shapes character. When we commit to lifelong learning, we acknowledge that there is always more to understand, more to experience, and more to improve. This mindset keeps us humble and reminds us that wisdom is not a destination but a continuous path. In Stoicism, this aligns with the practice of continually refining one's virtues and recognizing that there is always room for growth. Consider the benefits of learning new skills, reading diverse literature, or even traveling to unfamiliar places. Each experience broadens our perspective, enhances our ability to adapt, and enriches our understanding of life. When you adopt a mindset of lifelong learning, you not only improve yourself, but also contribute positively to the lives of those around you. As you grow, so does your capacity to share knowledge and inspire others. Practical ways to cultivate lifelong learning. Set learning goals. Approach learning with the same intentionality you would apply to other life goals. Set objectives for what you wish to learn, be it a new language, a musical instrument, or a deeper understanding of Stoicism. Read widely and regularly. Books offer a wealth of knowledge from diverse fields and perspectives. Reading regularly keeps the mind engaged and exposes you to new ideas. Embrace curiosity. Adopt a curious mindset. Ask questions about the world around you, seek out answers, and never assume that you know everything there is to know about a topic. Reflect on your experiences. Learning is not just about acquiring knowledge, but also about applying it. Take time to reflect on what you've learned and how it can be applied to improve your life. Questions to reflect upon. How often do you seek out new learning experiences, and are you open to ideas that challenge your current beliefs? In what areas of your life do you feel the need for more growth and understanding? How can you incorporate learning as a daily practice to continually expand your horizons? Learning as a Stoic practice. For the Stoics, learning was not merely an intellectual exercise, but a process of moral development. They viewed philosophy as a way of life, not just a theoretical pursuit. Each new lesson, whether from a book or a life experience, was an opportunity to refine their character and enhance their ability to live in harmony with nature. Learning, in this context, is about more than accumulating facts. It is about applying insights to live more virtuously. When you learn something new, ask yourself, how does this knowledge help me live a better life? Does it contribute to my understanding of what it means to be a good person? These reflections transform learning into a means of personal transformation. The social impact of lifelong learning. When you commit to lifelong learning, you naturally become a source of inspiration to others. People will look to you as a model of growth and adaptability. This can extend beyond personal development. Your pursuit of knowledge can positively influence your community, family, and friends. Share what you learn and encourage others to embark on their own learning journeys. The impact of your growth will ripple outwards, creating a culture of continuous improvement. With these principles in mind, let us move to the next strategy, where we shall explore how embracing authenticity contributes to a powerful, lasting presence. Strategy 7. Embrace authenticity. Authenticity is the core of true value. In a world full of pretense, where appearances often take precedence over substance, the courage to be authentic stands out as a powerful and rare quality. Embracing authenticity means expressing your true self, being honest about who you are, and living in alignment with your core values. It involves rejecting the need for approval or external validation, and instead focusing on living according to what you truly believe. But what does it really mean to be authentic, and why does it matter? Authenticity is not about stubbornly holding on to every opinion or trait. It is about seeking genuine self-expression while continuing to refine oneself. In Stoicism, authenticity is connected to living in harmony with nature. For the Stoics, living authentically meant living in accordance with one's true nature and striving for moral integrity. Are you living a life that feels true to you, or are you simply fulfilling the expectations of others? Living true to yourself. The journey towards authenticity begins with introspection. It requires asking yourself some tough questions. What do I truly value? What do I stand for? Are there parts of my life where I feel out of alignment? It is easy to become lost in the expectations of society, trying to conform to standards that do not resonate with your true self. But when you pursue authenticity, you liberate yourself from these constraints and gain the freedom to live as you truly are. Consider the case of Patrick, the freelance graphic designer, who initially sought to create work that met market demands. He found financial success, but felt creatively unfulfilled and disconnected from his own artistic expression. When he finally began to create designs that reflected his unique vision and style, he found that not only did he experience a sense of personal satisfaction, but his work began to receive genuine recognition. By embracing authenticity, Patrick attracted the right kind of attention rooted in respect and admiration for his true self. The risks and rewards of being authentic. Authenticity may not always be comfortable. When you live true to your values, you may encounter criticism or rejection from those who do not understand or share your perspective. But this is not a sign that you are on the wrong path. In fact, it often means that you are living a life of substance rather than a life of superficial conformity. Do you fear judgment when you express your true thoughts? Or do you take pride in standing by what you believe in? While the path of authenticity can be challenging, the rewards are profound. Living authentically allows you to cultivate deeper, more meaningful relationships based on mutual respect. It enables you to attract the right people into your life, those who appreciate you for who you are, not for who you pretend to be. Authenticity fosters inner peace, as it eliminates the dissonance that arises from living out of alignment with your true self. Practical steps to embrace authenticity. Identify your core values. Reflect on what is most important to you. What principles guide your decisions? Write down these values and use them as a compass to navigate life. Acknowledge your strengths and weaknesses. Authenticity involves being honest, not only about your virtues, but also about your flaws. Accept yourself fully and strive for self-improvement without being harsh or overly critical. Express yourself honestly. Avoid the temptation to say what others want to hear. Speak your truth, even if it is unpopular. It is better to be disliked for who you are than liked for who you are not. Avoid comparing yourself to others. Each person's journey is unique. When you focus on living authentically, you become less concerned with how you measure up to others and more invested in your own growth. Questions to reflect upon. Do you find yourself acting differently depending on who you are around? If so, why do you feel the need to do this? In what areas of your life are you not being fully authentic, and what would it take to change that? How might embracing authenticity impact your relationships and overall sense of fulfillment. Authenticity as a Stoic practice. For the Stoics, living authentically was synonymous with living virtuously. They emphasized aligning one's actions with one's beliefs and ensuring that every choice reflects one's commitment to wisdom, courage, justice, and self-discipline. Authenticity in Stoicism is not merely about individual expression. It is about living in harmony with nature and being true to the virtues that constitute a good life. When you pursue authenticity, you are not only being true to yourself, but also striving to live as a complete and moral human being. Embracing authenticity has a ripple effect. When you live authentically, you inspire others to do the same. People will respect you for your courage, and this will encourage them to embrace their own truths. As you embody authenticity, others will be drawn to your genuine nature, and your relationships will deepen. Let us move to the next strategy, where we will explore how maintaining a sense of mystery can enhance the allure of your presence. Strategy 8. Maintain a sense of mystery. Mystery evokes curiosity. There is an undeniable allure to the unknown. When you maintain a sense of mystery, you create an air of intrigue that draws people toward you. In a world where people often disclose every aspect of their lives, those who are selective about what they reveal stand out. Maintaining a sense of mystery is not about deception or secrecy. It is about consciously choosing what to share and what to keep private. It involves cultivating an enigmatic quality that makes others curious and eager to know more. In Stoicism, there is value in the practice of temperance and restraint. The Stoic way involves not only exercising moderation in actions, but also in speech. The more you reveal about yourself, the less others need to wonder about you. By keeping certain aspects of your life private, you maintain an element of the unknown, which naturally piques curiosity. Are you someone who is an open book, or do you leave room for others to explore who you are? The benefits of being selective in what you share. When you share everything about your life, you risk diluting the impact of your presence. If everyone knows every detail, there is little left to discover. However, when you practice restraint, you become more intriguing. People want to understand the parts of you that are not immediately visible. This creates a deeper engagement, as others must invest effort in getting to know you. Think about someone you find captivating. What is it about them that draws your interest? Is it their charisma, or is it that there are aspects of their life that remain unexplored? When you maintain a sense of mystery, you encourage others to seek out more about you. This natural curiosity not only enhances your presence, but also fosters more meaningful relationships, where mutual exploration and discovery are part of the connection. How to cultivate a sense of mystery. Be selective in sharing personal information. Not everyone needs to know everything about you. Share selectively, and only with those who have earned your trust. Let your actions speak for themselves. Instead of always explaining yourself, let your actions demonstrate your character. This approach leaves room for interpretation and curiosity. Avoid oversharing on social media. In the digital age, it is easy to fall into the habit of sharing every thought and experience. Practice digital restraint and curate what you share online. Create boundaries. Having boundaries is a sign of self-respect. It allows you to control what aspects of your life remain private and what you choose to disclose. Questions to reflect upon. Do you often feel the need to share every detail of your life with others? Why or why not? How would maintaining a sense of mystery change the way others perceive you? In what ways can you practice discretion and cultivate an air of intrigue in your daily life? Mystery as a Stoic practice. In the practice of Stoicism, discretion is a form of wisdom. The wise person knows when to speak and when to remain silent. This discernment extends to how much of oneself is shared. A life lived with restraint does not mean a life devoid of connection, but rather a life where connections are more profound because they are built on genuine interest and exploration. Maintaining a sense of mystery is not about playing games or manipulating perceptions. It is about respecting the value of your own experiences and understanding that not everything needs to be shared. This approach not only safeguards your inner peace, but also elevates your presence, making others more inclined to value you. By embracing the art of mystery, you empower yourself to control your narrative. It is not about being inaccessible. It is about being intentional with what you reveal and allowing others to gradually uncover more of who you are. This approach builds stronger, more authentic connections based on mutual curiosity and respect. As we continue our journey, let us explore the art of receiving and how it can deepen your relationships and enhance your sense of worth. Strategy 9. Embrace the art of receiving. Receiving graciously is a sign of strength. In Stoicism, as in life, there is often a greater focus on giving than receiving. While generosity is indeed a virtue, the ability to accept with grace what is offered to you, whether it be help, compliments, or even constructive criticism, is equally important. The art of receiving is not a sign of weakness, but a reflection of humility and wisdom. It acknowledges that we are not self-sufficient, and that accepting the support or kindness of others strengthens our bonds with them. The Stoic philosophy emphasizes our interconnectedness and the acceptance of our shared humanity. None of us can navigate life entirely on our own. We need the support, kindness, and insights of others. Are you willing to acknowledge your limitations and accept help when it is offered? Or do you let pride prevent you from receiving? Remember, there is strength in vulnerability, and allowing yourself to receive from others cultivates a sense of mutual respect and gratitude. The importance of acknowledging interdependence. Our lives are deeply interconnected. From the moment we are born, we rely on others, family, friends, teachers, mentors, even strangers. Recognizing this interdependence does not diminish our self-worth. It enhances it by acknowledging that we are part of a larger community. Stoicism teaches us to be aware of our place in the world and to understand that we are not isolated beings. This awareness helps us appreciate the value of accepting help or kindness from others. When you receive a gift or a compliment, do you deflect or downplay it? Many of us have been conditioned to believe that accepting something freely given is selfish or makes us indebted. However, in the Stoic tradition, accepting what is offered can be seen as an act of gratitude. It allows the giver to experience the joy of giving, which in itself is a form of generosity. Practical ways to embrace the art of receiving. Accept compliments gracefully. When someone offers you a compliment, do not dismiss it or minimize it. A simple "thank you" is often the best response, as it acknowledges the giver's intent. Seek help when needed. Asking for help is not a sign of failure. It is an opportunity for growth and connection. Allow yourself to lean on others when necessary and view it as a way to strengthen relationships. Be open to criticism. Constructive feedback is a form of giving. When someone offers advice or points out an area where you can improve, receive it with an open mind. Reflect on it to determine if it can help you grow. Express gratitude publicly and privately. Show appreciation for acts of kindness, whether big or small. Gratitude reinforces the bonds of friendship and community. Questions to reflect upon. When someone offers you a compliment or help, how do you usually respond? What does this response reveal about your attitude toward receiving? Are there areas of your life where you struggle to accept support or feedback? What prevents you from embracing it fully? How can you practice receiving in a way that aligns with the Stoic principles of humility and gratitude? Receiving as a Stoic practice. The Stoics believed in living in harmony with nature, which includes understanding our limitations and being open to the gifts that life offers. This openness extends not only to physical gifts, but also to opportunities, insights, and even the acceptance of setbacks as learning experiences. When you allow yourself to receive, you are practicing the Stoic virtue of humility, recognizing that you do not have all the answers or resources and that it is natural to lean on others. Embracing the art of receiving gracefully creates a cycle of generosity. When others see that you appreciate their gifts, they are more likely to continue their kindness. This mutual exchange of giving and receiving strengthens the fabric of relationships, fostering a community where support flows in all directions. Let us now move on to the final strategy: fostering resilience and endurance, a cornerstone of Stoic thought and a practice that completes the journey towards self-improvement. Strategy 10. Foster resilience and endurance. Resilience is the foundation of an unyielding spirit. The Stoic tradition places great emphasis on resilience, the ability to persist through hardship, face adversity with courage, and emerge stronger on the other side. Resilience is not merely about surviving difficulties, it is about thriving despite them. It is a mindset that sees obstacles not as impediments, but as opportunities for growth. In Stoicism, there is a famous saying, "The obstacle is the way." This phrase encapsulates the idea that what stands in our path can become the path itself, provided we have the courage and strength to confront it. But how do you foster such resilience? How do you train yourself to endure life's inevitable challenges without becoming overwhelmed? The answer lies in cultivating a mindset that views setbacks as stepping stones rather than roadblocks. It involves accepting that life will not always be easy, but knowing that you have the power to respond to any situation with dignity and resolve. Resilience as a choice, not a condition. Resilience is not a trait that some people are born with while others lack. It is a skill that can be developed through practice. Every time you face a difficult situation and choose to persevere, you are building your resilience. It is in these moments of discomfort that your character is shaped. Consider the great Roman Stoics like Marcus Aurelius, who faced immense challenges during his reign but never allowed himself to be defeated by external circumstances. Instead, he viewed each trial as an opportunity to strengthen his mind and spirit. When faced with a difficult situation, ask yourself, what is within my control and what is not? Stoicism teaches that while we cannot always control what happens to us, we can control our responses. The practice of endurance involves focusing on what is within our power, our thoughts, actions, and attitudes, and letting go of what lies beyond our control. Practical ways to foster resilience. Practice. Voluntary discomfort. Stoic exercises such as voluntary hardship can help you prepare for life's challenges. This could include fasting, taking cold showers, or spending time without certain comforts. By voluntarily exposing yourself to discomfort, you build mental toughness and resilience. Reflect on past successes in overcoming adversity. Remind yourself of times when you faced difficulties and emerged stronger. This will help you recognize your ability to persevere in the face of current challenges. Focus on what you can control. Avoid wasting energy on things outside your control. Instead, direct your efforts toward actions that can influence your situation positively. View challenges as opportunities for growth. When encountering obstacles, ask yourself how this experience can help you grow. What lesson can you learn? How can this challenge make you stronger? Questions to reflect upon. How do you typically respond when faced with a setback? Do you give up, or do you find a way to push through? In what ways can you incorporate the practice of voluntary discomfort to strengthen your resilience? How would your perspective on life change if you viewed every challenge as an opportunity for growth? Resilience as a core Stoic virtue. Stoicism emphasizes the development of a strong mind and spirit capable of enduring life's trials. The practice of resilience aligns with the Stoic virtues of courage and self-discipline. When you cultivate resilience, you are not only preparing yourself to face future challenges, but also embodying the Stoic ideal of living a life marked by virtue rather than comfort. Resilience is not about never feeling pain or avoiding struggles. It is about accepting that pain and struggle are part of life and choosing to endure them with strength and grace. The Stoics use techniques like negative visualization, imagining worst-case scenarios, to mentally prepare for difficulties. This exercise reduces the shock of adversity and strengthens one's ability to remain steadfast in the face of trials. Resilience attracts respect and admiration. When you demonstrate resilience, others take notice. People are naturally drawn to those who exhibit strength, calmness, and the ability to endure. They see a person who does not waver under pressure, who finds ways to overcome, and who remains grounded no matter what. This quality makes you not only a respected individual, but also a source of inspiration for others. As you continue to practice resilience, remember that it is not about appearing invulnerable. It is about being human, acknowledging your struggles while refusing to let them define you. With resilience, you embody the Stoic spirit of an unyielding soul, one that can withstand life's storms and emerge stronger on the other side. We have journeyed through 10 powerful strategies rooted in Stoic philosophy to help you not only change how others perceive you, but more importantly, how you perceive yourself. Each strategy offers a unique approach to building a strong, undeniable presence that commands respect, attracts admiration, and cultivates inner peace. Remember to embrace authenticity, value your time, practice active listening, cultivate calmness, be discreet, maintain a sense of mystery, foster resilience, embrace lifelong learning, master the art of receiving, and above all, endure. These principles, grounded in Stoicism, are not quick fixes or superficial tactics. They require continuous practice, self-reflection, and a commitment to living a life of virtue. As you apply these strategies, you will notice not only a shift in how others interact with you, but also a profound transformation within yourself. If you found these strategies valuable, please like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Your support helps us continue to bring you content inspired by Stoicism and practical philosophy. Leave a comment below sharing which strategy resonated most with you or how you plan to incorporate Stoic practices into your life. We look forward to hearing your insights and learning from your experiences. Thank you for joining us on this journey of self-improvement. Keep moving forward, stay strong, and most importantly, keep striving to live virtuously. May you find the strength and wisdom to navigate life's challenges with grace and courage.